Good morning, sir. This is Nexus Julia from Group B, and this is our presentation. In these slides, we have to discuss the Internet of Things as an IoT, explain artificial intelligence as an IoT, discuss the fifth generation as an IoT. The Internet of Things, the Internet of modern physical devices, vehicles, and buildings, i.e., connected devices or smartphones. The IoT, which is the Internet of Things, is driving business changes by providing the data needed to improve marketing, increase sales, and decrease costs. Typically, IoT devices have sensors and software that enables the collection and exchange of data via the internet, and objects can be controlled remotely to allow direct integration with computer systems, which is results in economic benefits and improved efficiency for users. Mm, a shopping app could also link to a smart fridge, which would decide what food is needed and send the grocery list directly to a person's phone. In fact, it's entirely possible our smart fridge could order products automatically without any human interaction. The Internet of Things might also enhance home security via a notification or live camera feed sent to your phone anytime someone enters your home. It could also even make the dream of self-sustained home a possibility. Imagine running a bath, vacuuming, or putting the kettle on just by sweeping a smart app. IoT and security concerns. Though IoT facilitates universal access to information and enforces transparency on governments, its greatest challenge is erosion of privacy and increased social control and political manipulation by governments. It is imperative to note that remotely controlled IoT devices are perfect prey for man-in-the-middle attacks. Man-in-the-middle attack is a piece of software acting as an attack that sits in between two victims, tricking both victims into thinking they are communicating directly with each other, when in fact they are talking through a third party. The attack household privacy is completely compromised by the analysis of network traffic from smart devices. The American Sport Baptist Union have expressed concern about IoT eroding the control people have their own lives, stating there is simply no way to forecast how these immense powers disproportionately accumulate in the hands of corporations seeking financial advantage and governments craving ever more control will be used. And they again state chances are big data and the Internet of Things will make it harder for us to control our own lives as we grow increasingly transparent to powerful corporations and government institutions that are becoming more opaque to us. The examples of the internet-enabled security-prone devices we have the Samsung Smart Fridge that lets you send texts, update your Facebook status, watch Netflix, and Skype your significant other, or while you look for that half-empty bottle of soft or hard drink. We also have the virtual babysitter that invites strangers over quality sleep. Smart bed monitors are continuing to grow in popularity, but that doesn't mean they are any safer. And we have the smart thermostats. This lets you change your home's temperature with your phone or tablet. Pretty cool if it's unusually hot day out and you want your home to be nice and cool when you get home. We also have the smart TVs where the smart were always an inevitable, and while they make it possible to watch internet video without an extra device, they leave you exposed to hackers and malicious apps. We have the iKettle, a new line of smart kettles helps you save time by giving you the option to turn them on with your smartphone. This this is a look at the IoT smartphone, and I'll stop there.
Good morning, sir. This is Bire Conrad, and I'm going to discuss artificial intelligence. So, what do we mean by artificial intelligence? Artificial intelligence is a programmed algorithm that automatically process and apply knowledge. These are machines that are designed to mimic human behaviors and are still in progress as we say that they're emerging trends. John M.C. Casey, who coined the term artificial intelligence in 1942, defines it as a study of making intelligent machines. And then, once we talk about artificial intelligence, we may talk about three categories of artificial intelligence. We have the narrow or the weak AI and the strong AI and the general AI. So, what do we mean by the narrow AI? We interact we interact with it today. It's designed specifically to perform tasks. And the general AI, this is hypothetical and not dominant specific. But the other strong AI is still among the fields, still under research. And these are computers, or these are strong computers that are formed that really can really compute intelligence and really can act as human beings. AI today is really promising and it is really applied in various fields of our interaction with the human world. AI research includes reasoning, knowledge planning, learning, natural language processing, perception, the ability to move and manipulate objects. There are numerous number of tools used in AI, versions of such and mathematical optimization, logic methods based on probability and economics. For example, one of the best AIs that we have today that came out recently, 2020, in November, was the Chat GPT that is really taking up the field of AI that was developed by the open AI community. So this Chat GDP can really do whatever you want from the internet. So what are the kinds of AIs that we interact with? How do we interact with AI? We can use it in email filtering. For example, filtering of email spams, personalization, online services use AI. For example, online e-commerce services, we have fraud detection, speech detection. We have numerous kinds of detection. For example, even in our smart homes, we have AI detection. We have AI is even used in self-driving cars, used in Google, for example, Siri. We have Alexa for Apple, for Siri, Alexa for Google. The first AI interaction was done by when a group of scientists formulated algorithms that played chess with the competitors, and the AI machine had 1,000 chess moves better than the competitor itself. So AI is used literally now everywhere, embedded in every system that is coming out and that is updated. And once we talk about the challenges that we are facing with the AI, well, we have data quality and bias, and we have lack of transparency and interpretability. Remember, AI is an emerging trend. So with data transparency, AI gives out all that it has on the data. For example, if someone can ask your driving car to open the garage of your gate, so it is easy for the driving car to open because it is already connected to your garage. So now we talk about safety and security. As AI agents learners, when we talk about safety and security of AI, these are emerging trends, and there is a probability of being hacked into, and their security features are not yet that updated. So once you hack into an AI algorithm, you can literally do anything with the algorithm and do anything with it. Uh-huh. So what is the social impact? It is making us more lazy because we tend to give everything to the AI to do for ourselves. So when we talk about the impact of AI, of governments using AI, remember governments used AI to track criminals, and this can really, we cannot really give any private or any, there cannot be any privacy of people within the government. So my fellow colleague Mugaisma is going to continue from there, talking about the 5 generation or 5G.
Uh, Hello, this is Grace Mom Campus. So this generation, also known as 5G, is networks. 5G, whatever we do, whatever we do with our smartphones, we'll be able to do and better 5G. Imagine swarms, drones operating to carry out search and rescue missions. Similarly, many think 5G will be crucial for autonomous vehicles to communicate with each other and read live map and traffic data. If I'm to describe 5G, if you remember in 2012 when 4G came, we were able to see an advert where two men were on the hill and were able to access the network. So 5G, maybe we shall be going to the moon and access the network on the moon. Yes. So next slide. Beyond mobile operator networks, 5G is also expected to be used for private networks with applications in industrial, Internet of Things, enterprise network, and crucial communications. You can see thumbs up. And note the fastest current 5G limitations. These are the 5G limitations. One is obstructions and impact connectivity. In case a building obstructs you, there will be limited connectivity. And then we have the initial costs of rollouts are high. The costs related to the development of 5G infrastructures or adaptations to existing cellular infrastructures will be high. Amount will be further compounded by ongoing maintenance costs needed to ensure the highest speed connectivity. So to construct the offices of the 5G, it will be very expensive to construct. Next slide. Limitations for rural areas, rural access, while 5G might bring about real connectivity for the urban areas, those living in the rural settings will not necessarily benefit from the connection because it will be limited to only areas in the towns. For example, a person lives in Chotera, that's a village, Chotera village maybe, it's very far from the town, Masaka town. I won't be able to access this 5G network. Battery drain on devices, since it is new and not common to phones, it will drain the battery of phones. Next slide. Upload speeds don't match download speeds. The download speeds of 5G technology are incredibly high, in some cases up to 1.9 GBs. However, the upload speeds are rarely more than 100 MB, which is not quite as incredible as initially touted. Then detracting from the aspects Erection of more cellular towers or extensions of existing cellular cell phone towers is not welcomed by most communities because they are seen to diminish the overall look and feel of an area. For example, to buy a person's land to establish these network towers, it's very expensive to pay them. Then there is security. 5G requires different security modules than 3G and 4G as it will include new security capabilities. This calls for complete understanding of these new security modules, ensure comprehensive, and then we have the 5G opponents. In this case, we discuss this section to show how society can react to emerging innovative and revolutionary technologies. There are a number of debunked claims and conspiracy theories around 5G, some of which became particularly prevalent during COVID-19. In 2019, 180 scientists from 36 countries wrote to the European Union requesting a pause on 5G rollout because of their concerns about possible health risks. Then in April 2019, the city of Brussels in Belgium blocked a 5G trial because of radiation laws. Then in Geneva, Switzerland, a planned upgrade to 4G was stopped for the same reason. The Swiss Telecommunication Association has said the studies have been unable to show 5G. Then on the impact of health impact, then according to the Netherlands are also called the government council. So as it supported by many governments, including the Netherlands, then they also Congress. The Congress have written to the Federal Communication Commission expressing concern about potential health risks. So to explain this furthermore, COVID-19 had an impact on 5G, and that's why maybe it's not in place. Yeah. So this has led to dozens of this has led to 5G not upcoming. So maybe in the future it will come. Next slide. So we also have 6G. 6G will be the sixth generation of wireless communication technology supporting cellular networks. It will be successor to 5G and will likely to be significantly faster at speeds of 95 GBs. Several notable companies, IG, Nokia, Samsung, among others, have shown interest in 6G. South Korea and Japan are also reportedly have interest in it. So these companies are well developed and maybe they expect 6G to help them develop more. Thank you. This was Grace Ma, and this was our group with Conrad and Asal Jogia. Thank you very much.